T.I., he was doing a podcast. And during the podcast, he was trying to give the people information on how their marriage can sustain. We talk about 30, 40, 50 years. Not these new marriages. You feel me? Not the ones, not the Kim K's and the, you feel me, the Nick Cannon type marriages. Something that's going to build. Because he's been with Tiny for a minute now, right?
Since, I believe, late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah. They've been around for a minute. And I don't even think, everything going on with him and 50 Cent, those aren't Tiny's kids, are they? I don't think those are kids.
Good question.
Yeah. But I mean, they're her kids because she helped raise them. But I don't think biologically those are her kids.
I think they have a mixed family.
Yeah. So they've been grinding, and we know they ain't the most squeaky clean. You feel me? No, if you're a rapper in the industry, your relationships are always in danger, right?
Exactly.
They done dealt with trials. You feel me? He had the whole gun charges with the feds. They've had the sexual assault allegations, a whole bunch of stuff, but they are still rocking out strong.
They are.
Right? Do you remember what he said was the key to them rocking out so strong?
Staying.
It sounds simple, right?
It does sound simple.
It sounds very simple.
It sounds simple and complicated at the same time.
Okay.
One word.
Okay, explain.
Because staying it could be a lot of issues to have with the marriage, right?
That's a fact.
So you have to. It's basically you have to go through it. It's like trials and tribulations by staying with someone you love so much. But the communication, I feel like it has to be there. And that's probably why that's why he stayed or she stayed for all these years because they communicated from over time. Due to anything that happened, any terrible thing that was going on in their marriage.
Yeah, talk about it.
Usually statistically, marriages, it start to get rocky within like the first 10 years, right? A lot of divorces happen after 10 years or 9 years or whatever in that range. But the marriages that stay longer is because they stayed.
Facts.
And that's why they've been married for like 20 plus years.
Yeah, man.
Like my parents, for example, just giving an example, my parents, married for almost 20 years so far. My stepdad and my mom. Shout out to them.
Shout out to them for sure.
They had a rocky patch along the way, like every marriage does. But I think what got them closer was during COVID.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could honestly say the same thing with my parents. My mom and my stepdad. They were together since I was 4 years old. And rest in peace, he passed away a few years ago, but they were still together. They again, like you said, they went through their trials and tribulations, but it was something about that till death do us part that stood the test of time. You feel me?
Right.
And I think that's what's the hard part, right? The test of time, right? Nowadays, we see a lot of relationships. A lot of people don't have, someone said, the stick-wittedness. You feel me? Because to have that stick-wittedness, you gotta really stick with it.
Sure.
And that's not always the easiest thing to do. You feel me? There's a lot of stuff like the guy said that, or T.I. said, he said, well, back in the days, you used to get 4 or 5 chances. Now people leaving after the first, second chance. And I don't know, that kind of stuck with me. You feel me? Because how many chances should you be giving someone, especially if y'all married?
Right.
Because if you're just in a relationship, 4 or 5 times, you could just leave and, things kind of go separate ways.
Yeah.
But in a marriage, it's a little bit different. You feel me? So shout out to all the married folks out there. If you married and you want to give your input on this, by all means, give us a call. 585-219-8889 or hit our Facebook page, LUV in Situationships, and let us know what you think. You feel me?